When someone speaks about mental health, we often connect ourselves within that situation. That's human nature. But when our idols speak, when the warriors we admire from afar let us into their inner storms, it doesn't just connect us, it strikes us deeply, emotionally. And this weekend at Silverstone, that emotional cord has been plucked. Marc Marquez, the man, the myth, the new Ducati gladiator. He's done something rare in MotoGP. He's admitted a mental hurdle. Let that sit for a second. This is the same six-time MotoGP world champion who used to weaponize pain, who used to break minds, not reveal his own. The same Marc Marquez who once defined the word relentless, who attacked from any line, with any bike, and on any day. And now, ahead of the British Grand Prix, Marc Marquez stands as the storm before the storm. But this time, the battle isn't just on the tarmac, it's within. "I've overcome something," he hinted, and suddenly, we knew. Something broke open inside Marc after Jerez. That crash? It wasn't just a fall. It was a mental test, a confrontation with doubt, pressure, expectation, and history, all crashing into one corner. He lost a huge haul of points there, his second costly crash of the season, and one that reopened wounds we thought were healed. But like the old war dogs say, it's not the fall that matters, it's how you rise. And rise he did. At Le Mans, in front of a crowd roaring for redemption, Marc Marquez didn't just ride, he conquered. Sprint winner, Grand Prix runner-up. His rivals? Pecco Bagnaia and Alex Marquez, both behind him, both watching their mirrors, both watching the legend rise again. As Lewis Duncan put it on the Crash MotoGP podcast, Le Mans was a big moment for him after what happened in Jerez. To come through a tricky weekend like that with 20 points in the Grand Prix and his main rivals both having nightmares has got him over a mental hurdle. He's right. This Marc Marquez isn't just the destroyer we remember. He's more precise, more aware. The sheer recklessness is gone, but not the edge, not the fire. Now it's refined, directed, hardened by years of pain and patience. As Duncan described, Marc is a good talker. He plays things down, but he knows when to take it, when to leave it, and when to stay. That's what makes this version of Marquez brutal. And that's the evolution. The old Marc Marquez slapped you in the face with pure speed. This one makes you question yourself first, and then leaves you behoobs. When, where, why. That's how Marquez rides now. When to attack, where to defend, and why to take each risk. That why, that's the scar tissue. The reason he's still here. In every corner, he's reliving it. When he dominated, where he was in the lost years, why he's risking it all again on a red beast that almost wasn't his. Because don't forget, it was Marc Marquez who Ducati chose over Jorge Martin. And it was Pecco Bagnaia, two-time champion, cornerstone of the Ducati project, who welcomed the lion into his den. But more on that soon. Silverstone, the difference is the rider. Silverstone is fast, unpredictable, and wide open. This is the kind of track where the rider makes the difference. The brave, the wise, the ones who can find time where others can't even find grip. The bike helps, of course, but here, the man matters more. And if you've been watching MotoGP long enough, you know what that means. Brace yourselves. The Marquez Storm is coming. James Dealhen, another trusted voice from Crash MotoGP, made a bold statement this week. Mentally, Pecco has already lost this championship. It's a stinging claim. Pecco Bagnaia, Ducati's crown jewel, the two-time champion, the man who built this factory into a title-winning beast. But now, 51 points behind his teammate. And it's not just about the numbers, it's the language. He keeps reiterating that Marquez can ride a tractor fast and he can't. That's what Dealhen highlighted. That admission, the inability to ride around problems like Marc does, it's what worries fans and experts alike. When you admit that you can't ride around the problems of the bike in the same way that your teammate can, then you're waving the white flag. Is it true? Maybe. But is it fair? That's another question. Respect the foundation, because here's the truth that too many are forgetting. Pecco Bagnaia laid the groundwork. It was his effort, His feedback, his years of patience and precision with Ducati that helped turn the Desmosedici from a rocket without a compass into the championship-winning monster it is today. Let's not forget, Marc Marquez was about to leave MotoGP. That's how close he was to walking away. But when he saw what Ducati had built, when he saw what Pecco had built, he changed his mind. That wasn't a coincidence. So no, this isn't a story of failure for Bagnaia. It's a story of struggle, of a man trying to wrestle back momentum, of a champion caught in the storm of another champion's rebirth. And if anyone can fight back, it's Pecco. We know that. We've seen that. He's not done. Not by a long shot. But he's got to find the front-end feel. He's got to stop the crashes. He's got to stop overthinking. Because right now, Marc Marquez is living rent-free in the Ducati garage. Meanwhile, Alex Marquez is scrapping. Don't overlook the brother. Alex Marquez isn't a title favorite, but he's a dangerous man this year. He rides the year-old Ducati GP24 with Gresini, and it's singing in his hands. He's not just tagging along anymore. He's battling, consistently, and he's second in the standings. They're 22 points behind his brother. He's not in it to win the championship, but he's very much in it to spice it up. His consistency helps Marc more than anyone else because Alex is taking points off rivals, playing the long game without even realizing it. You think Marc doesn't notice that? He does. He notices everything now. The standings speak. Let's check the math. Marc Marquez leads the championship. Alex Marquez is second, 22 points behind. Pecco Bagnaia is third, 51 points back. That's a serious gap for Pecco. And yes, he's scored more points than this time last season. But the problem? That front-end confidence is gone. You can't ride a Ducati without it. And when your teammate does have it and is converting weekends into wins, that's pressure of the highest order. Silverstone awaits. This weekend could be pivotal. Marc Marquez is carrying momentum, confidence, and clarity into Silverstone. He's won here once before, and only once. That stat alone tells you how hard this track is. But now, he's got the best bike. He's got a brain and body that are finally aligned. He's got a Ducati factory that believes in him, and he's got rivals who are either cracking or already cracked. The storm is brewing. And what about Fabio? Quick word on the former champ. Fabio Quartararo showed signs of life in Jerez. A surprise pole, a stunning podium. We've seen moments like this before, brief flashes of the 2021 magic. But Yamaha is still too far behind. The pace is inconsistent, the updates are late, and Quartararo's body language says it all. He's fighting, but he's not in this fight, not yet. So who is in the fight? Right now, this championship is filtering down into two storylines. 1, the Marquez resurgence. 2, the Bagnaia redemption. Everything else is noise. And this weekend, that narrative could explode. If Marc wins again, if he pulls further away, Bagnaia's chances dip from long shot to miracle needed. But if Pecco fights back, if he finds the rhythm, silences the chatter, and beats Marc on equal terms, everything changes. Final thoughts. This is not just a race weekend. This is a test of mind as much as machine. Silverstone will expose the weak, elevate the brave, and redefine this title race. Marc Marquez is ready, mentally, physically, strategically. He's crossed the mental hurdle, and now he's sprinting toward the throne. Let us know what you think. Do you believe Pecco can bounce back? Is Marc unstoppable now? Drop your comments down below. And if you love MotoGP the way we do, stay tuned, because this storm isn't over. It's just beginning.